I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you never match, we ain't go together. Like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Show don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job. See that? All my hit is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do.
Hello, everybody. It's the Coach EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run with Elliott. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Prescott. That's going to be caught. And he'll be out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Let's see if that's and boom. Yeah, he got the one.
Glimpse of his athleticism there and what
He's a quarterback.
they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because
and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. And what a way to cap off the opening touchdown drive. You go for 2, and you get it.
Remember when the PAT or the extra point was a gimme, right? Not plus 99%. It's not that way anymore, so more people are willing to take a chance, go for 2, and take the kicker a little bit out of the game.
This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football. but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Throwing is Allen on third. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
Here's Austin. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Past the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback is scrambling around. Actually takes off and runs downfield, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Buffalo Bills coming out here on offense. Got another big win in Week 12 at home against Denver. That makes it 2 wins in a row. And now impressive this season, 8-3 here as they start out 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first line of scrimmage, and that's it. Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year, there on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Allen hands off to McCoy, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for 2 unsuccessful. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
They'll try the right side with McCoy. And McCoy loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. And he is going to lose yardage here. My goodness, it'll be a disastrous loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Wow, you're in a goal-to-goal situation. Where is he going? I get trying to make a play, but at some point, man, you've just got to go down.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Prescott on 3rd and goal. Now they go screen, it's complete. Finding room at the 30.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys. Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. His throw incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I got all.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Austin. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football.
I'm going to start holding now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the run. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 33 yards that time. So how about this for field position after the big 10? Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. On play action, Prescott. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the target. But now it's 3rd and goal. And a pause in the action because of the booth. They see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Prescott's pass intended for Amari Cooper. Incomplete.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. Here's Prescott. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Fourth down. Prescott. Flush to his right. Here as he's taken down. A sack there by Trent Murphy. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Cowboys have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not only going to tip it, I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Elliott. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now here's something you don't see too often. They're 0 for 2 converting these in the opening quarter. But they're trying a 3rd time here on 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, 31 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off, too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turns.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I got to understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Here's McCoy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now McCoy. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. On play action, Allen sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11. Well, he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now Prescott pushes him, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Completes it to Jason Witten. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And that's something you almost... yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They end up getting it.
I've been doing this. Wait a minute.
Volunteer second.
20 minutes.
Well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On second down, it's McCoy. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Bills on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Allen. He finds McCoy. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year. But he's really a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down now, it's McCoy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Prescott. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He may try and run for this. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up? Head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And he fields it cleanly. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? But Marvin right now is just toweling it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Prescott now. And this is caught. It's Cooper. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not.
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys continue to pour it on.
Only have 258. Yes.
That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. And it's a fumble. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. On second down now. It's McCoy, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Bills on third down, as bad as you can be, 0 for 7 thus far. This is third down and 12. Throwing now is Allen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll field this at the 5. Trayvon Austin, he's going to go. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Wow, sensational 95 yards on the punt return as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. What a risk he took, but it paid off. I mean, he took that punt from inside the 5 near the goal line, ran it all the way back.
And normal coaching says you let that one go. Anytime you're inside the 10-yard line, you let it hit and hopefully bounce into the end zone. But as you mentioned, he took a risk, and boy, did it pay off in a big way. I wonder if they let up a little bit going downfield, thinking that there was no way he was going to return that one.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen, and the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. So we've reached, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. And the Bills are going to recover. But gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys continue to pour it on. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team. I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No.
Okay.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. George Iloka, the one that comes up to make the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things. Got to keep pounding away.
He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches. They keep on the ground with Elliott. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Yeah.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy.
Yeah, they went
brought
outside.
down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Now Elliott. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is obviously quite a performance, and most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy.
Got 300 rushing yards, not 4 yards. Oh, guys, I know I'm going to win this. There's no way they're going to come back in the 3rd quarter. I see you, and see you tomorrow. And bye. And I don't know who I'm going against, but whoever I'm going against, I'm going to try my hardest to win. Peace. And before I go, I'm going to be streaming at 10, no, like at 4 p.m. tomorrow or 4:10ish. Something like that. Okay. Okay. Peace. Peace.